American Agenda. I'm Allison Maloney along with Bob Sellers. Our next guest says America's college...
Well, just so folks know, I don't know if we can take that, but we're seeing the president take off right now from Geneva. Can we take a shot at that? There's Air Force One. We just saw him go to the plane, talk to some reporters. I think it's 6 hours ahead of us there, so you got 6 time zones to go through on the way back. So you pick up those time zones, but it's still a long flight. I believe he's supposed to get in sometime tonight, roughly 11:30, something like that. So we just wanted to show you that because that's going on right this moment.
Yeah. All right. And meantime, our next guest says America's college campuses are nothing more than indoctrination camps for the left. And she's co-chairing the Congressional Campus Free Speech Caucus to combat the spread of leftist ideology. Joining us now to talk more about it is Republican Congresswoman from Florida, Cammack, who's back with us. Congresswoman, thank you so much for joining us today. And wanted to talk to you about this topic because we continue to hear more and more from college students, from even professors saying that colleges are very different than they were years ago. Tell us more about your joint statement that you're working with Jim Jordan.
No, I appreciate you guys covering this. It's such an important issue, you know, and as the youngest Republican woman in Congress today, it wasn't too long ago that I myself was an undergraduate student and had a Latin American politics professor who told me on the first day of class that every single white Republican man was responsible for the world conflicts. Now, I knew on day one that was going to be a really interesting class where we would end up clashing. And ultimately, I had to go to the university president to end up getting out of that class because she was trying to fail me while simultaneously allowing my colleagues and classmates to rewrite papers over and over and over again. It was just truly a double standard for conservatives on campus. But now today, you fast forward and you see North Korean defectors who are saying that North Korea was not as extreme as some of the Ivy League schools. That has been a breaking story this week. I have had interns and staff assistants who have worked with us over the years who have said that they, as the lone conservative in their classes, would leave early because they were scared that they were going to get beat up, to the point where their professors would even say, hey, you should probably take off 5 minutes early. We wouldn't want you to get caught up at the end of class. We had some heated discussions today. Yeah. So it's no longer about a fiery debate and a robust debate about ideology and really politics. It's come down to violence on campus. And for too long, conservatives have been censored, so we're fighting back.
Where did that happen to you? What school?
Metro State University of Denver.
Okay. It wasn't UVA. Yeah. It wasn't... Okay,
that's where you went.
That's my alma mater, and I believe yours at a certain point as well, right?
Yes. I was. I attended UVA through the semester at sea program and did a semester abroad and circumnavigated the globe. And so I had a short stint at UVA as well.
Okay, and the other thing you brought up, the idea of a cyber academy, which I find very compelling and fascinating. You went to the U.S. Naval War College. So I guess I would assume that the academies right now are teaching a lot on cyber, but you feel that there should be something very specific as far as an institution.
Yes, absolutely. You know, we have incredible service academies like West Point, the Air Force Academy, the Naval Academy, Merchant Marines. But for too long, we have been trailing other nations as they develop their cyber warriors. We are short thousands and thousands of cyber warriors. And so I actually wrote my master's thesis at the United States Naval War College on the creation of a cyber academy, which would allow students who may not athletically because so much of our service academies are a lot of athletics and very, very skilled and talented athletes, as well as being brainiacs. They would allow these children, these kids, to come in and really learn the basic core competencies of cyber, but then be able to specialize and then commission either into the United States military or into federal service, really knowing and understanding joint operability, which is so critical that we don't have today. And instead of going through the university system, where at the end a lot of these kids go into private sector, they're poached by Silicon Valley and other major entities, this would give us an opportunity to really fill some of the gaps that we have within Cyber Command, within our federal service and our different agencies, intelligence agencies, as well as within our different military branches. And that joint operability from the get-go would be key in really helping fast track and get us caught up on the world stage as far as cyber capabilities and competencies.
Well, we appreciate your creativity, that idea, as well as working with Congressman Jim Jordan on
Yes.
Trying to keep the colleges from going the direction they apparently are, including from your own experience. So we wish you the best with that caucus as well. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank you guys so much. Have a great week.
Congresswoman Cammack there from Florida.